Hi, I am Osman. I'm a master level energy healer with telepathic capabilities of healing telepathically and specialized in uh, terminal illnesses and critical care recovery, as well as an advanced level yoga and meditation teacher. Be sure to visit my website yogawellness786.com for more information on my services and contact information. Also remember, our therapies are all natural based and not a replacement for medical treatment. If you have a medical condition, please be sure to consult with a qualified and licensed medical practitioner in your locality. I wanted to discuss a yogic science perspective on fortune telling, especially with things like tarot card reading or palm reading. I haven't had experience with or much experience with the crystal ball, so I have encountered it, I think, once or twice out of interest, visited people that could look into a crystal ball, but I think it was very, a very, very remote, many years ago. I cannot even remember the incident very well. But a close friend of mine, a client, also a client, let's say more a friend, because he helped me a lot, and especially when I initially lost my eyesight, and he helped me in my business, and he was a tarot card reader, and I did for him chakra unblocking, and of course, the rate at which his chakras unblocked was so amazing. And also, I did it a multiple times, so I know his intuition is amazing. So, amongst those who can read tarot cards, yes, this is something you can learn, but it requires mystical capability, especially with a developed intuition that is extraordinary, right? To be able to individualize the reading, what is standard theory, and be able to read it. And even if someone who's got tarot cards did not physically go and learn the theory, but may have a natural talent for it, right? This is also possible because there are people who have special capabilities, and they generally it's they are born with this talent and they incline towards it from a very young age. But can someone, in a later life, and you decide that you want to learn this and you're very interested in it, and you're probably in your 30s or 40s, or later part of your life, or even doesn't matter what age, you decide, you don't have any natural, but you want to learn it. Can you, of course, you can learn the theory, you may not be very good at it, but will yoga and meditation science assist you? Most certainly, yes. Because what yoga and meditation science going to do, especially if you enter the advanced levels and your spirituality is awakened and your energy centers are unblocked, you go to someone and do this, then is going to, and you do a daily regular practice to enhance your capabilities and advance your intuition, then your intuition will develop. And once as it develops, you'll become better and better with practice. You cannot become a very good fortune teller or tarot card reader without practice and concurrently developing this, if you wasn't born naturally with the talent, right? There's some people born naturally with this talent, and what they say, it happens, perfectly. Then also, like, I can talk from palm reading point of view. In my university days, we were far from home. We lived on campus, lived in a hostel on campus. So we were together with our colleagues, and we had a lot of free time, after classes and weekends and so forth. And we want to get into all types of things. And I was very interested in the mystical sciences and about astrology and reading palms. So I bought a book on palm reading. So I wouldn't say I've got any natural talent in reading palms and so forth, but I was very interested in it. and I read into, a lot of the basic rules and regulations, and what are the main lines and so forth. And it stuck with me because as a student, these things become very interesting, and we're using this mainly to get dates, right? It's like something, like to opening lines and to break the ice. When you meet a beautiful, um, young lady at that time. So we used to call them girls, right, at that age. But of course, they are young women. They are all over 18, right, in university. So that was one of the main reasons for us to get into this. That someone says the dates, you're a Aquarius and these are the qualities, or you're a Pisces and these are the qualities, or you're a Taurus, it's like, makes very interesting, especially women love this, or women who have this thing can, gain the interest of men. It's something that really amazing. Almost everyone, if I say, let me have a look at your palm, let me see it, they get enraptured because I connect with them, and because of my advancement with yoga and meditation, my intuition was that much more refined that I was able to connect with the energy of the other person. And I found ideas coming to me about that person, and I started to say freely what was coming, and it all happened to be true. And the person said, oh yes, this is true. But I went more into the qualities of the person, not that, I couldn't predict any incident that's going to happen and so forth. But there are some things you can see, relationships, and the timeline of relationships, which will, how many, true relationships. So sometimes a person is only married once, right? But his hand's going to show 3 lines. Means it's not going to say you're going to have 3 marriages, but you're going to have 3 very influential relationships that's going to have a strong impact on your heart, almost akin to, marriage relationships and so forth. So you can see these, and you can see with the way it bends downwards, or there's a line across, or something that is going to end, or which one is going to be the stronger one. And there's going to be a relationship, because you can read the timeline as well, right, from where it is situated, in its locality. So all these things become very interesting. So yes, you can learn these things theoretically, and when you apply yoga and meditation, it's going to develop your intuition that much more, and this is very impactful. So just the dry theory is interesting, but they start asking you questions, you become lost. But with the developed intuition, you tend not to get lost. I found that I was not getting lost, and the more advanced I got with yoga, as the time progressed, in my journey in yoga and meditation science, it developed. So that time, of course, I had my eyesight, right? Of course, I've only lost my eyesight completely now, since May 2023, right? So before that, I was able to, and invariably, it was, you captured the interest of that person so deeply. It was a very good tool, to building rapport and relationships, with people, total strangers. They're going to start liking you and trusting you. And I think it's a good sales tool, that you'll be able to sell whatever you're trying, whatever service or product, that much easier when you're learning it. And if you're applying yoga and nothing, you don't go hours into meditation, so forth, from as little as, following a 5-minute yoga and meditation program, you can download this 5-minute yoga and meditation protocol from my website, yogawellness786.com. It's free to download. And from that little practice on a daily, just 5 minutes a day, it will start developing your intuition already. And it's going to take, decades or time. But if you put your mind to it, it may develop that much faster, and enrich your life and education capability and so forth. So when it comes to, yoga and meditation perspective on fortune telling, yes, there is a lot of science behind it. So make sure you learn the science and the theories and the rules behind it. And the yoga and meditation part will help enhance your intuitive capacity. It's that little, icing on the top, the cherry on the top, right? The icing on the cake and the cherry on the top. What yoga and meditation science can assist you, in these things. And of course, if you are into these things, now you have to, a lot of people are considering alternative careers, and it could be a very interesting thing and something that you're not going to struggle to make money. There's going to always be people, they're very interested and excited, to know something about the future. And if you charge the right price, not something that is not too high, but something that is viable, you're going to very easily attract people, to want more and more and pay you, a small fee for it. And, cash flow will no longer be a problem. And you're not going to become, a millionaire overnight or something, but you'll be able to put, food on the table and have a roof over your head, and be able to, support people who are depending on you, and maybe, make some extra money in the weekend or something. It's something that is a very interesting field and a possible alternative, field that you may want to explore, right? And in this day and age where unemployment is so high, it's good to pass some ideas and brainstorm some ideas, so hopefully this is going to give you some ideas and to consider some of these fields and to learn like tarot card reading and palm reading. And this is very scientific. You can buy a book from a bookstore and study it in a weekend, right? And start practicing your yoga meditation and start building your intuition capability. When you have some money, take advanced lessons from people like me, and start, going to higher levels. And then, you never know, this may be an exciting tool to building rapport and selling high ticket items and services where you may, gain a major contract. Because imagine you're trying to sell a high ticket item or any service or product. It's so hard, when you're cold calling and you're saying, I've got this, if you're interested, contact me. If you're interested in, renewing your photocopies. But if you say, I do this, and also, I noticed the shape of your hand, you have this, and I can read, do you mind if I have a look? Because you have a very interesting palm, 99% of the time, the person's going to hand you the palm to read, and you start reading it off pat, and they're going to start liking you, and they're going to always remember you, right? And if they're going to have a need, they're going to, above all your competitors, they're going to remember you above everyone else. So this can work in your favor. And what I noticed that I've sold so many products and services, in trying to, build my business. And when you're self-employed, you go through so many stages of, zero income and downturns in business, and you have to even go delivering pizzas just to make petrol money, to be able to, meet clients and be able to offer your services, whatever services that you're offering, or to pay for your marketing, right? Because if you have a business, you have to pay for marketing, and if you're not paying for marketing, your business is not going to do very well. So online marketing and so forth is highly competitive, and it can be quite expensive, and you may not have the cash, and this type of things may give you the added money that's going to pay for that and your ability to scale your business up. So hope all this information helps you. I know I'm giving a different perspective and spin on what I'm saying, but I'm just trying to talk from my perspective, from a yoga and meditation perspective, and from my experiential point of view as well. And this is what we want to hear. We don't want some formal course. There are experts, giving formal course on clairvoyance and, fortune telling and so forth. This is not what this is meant to be. It's more like my vlog, right? My video blog. So hope this helps you, and take care of yourself always.